Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tuesday's stream over here at twitch.tv's The Slayer Giant and youtube.com/The Slayer Giants. It's me, Alex, The Slayer Giant, back again. Much earlier, because right now would have been the podcast recording for the Game Positive show that I was going to do with Eric, but we had to move it for tomorrow. So I had already set aside the time to do a recording, so might as well. I was like, you know what? Let's finish X-Men Origins Wolverine, since I basically got halfway through yesterday. So, and we're gonna start right at the best part, which is the Sentinel factory, right before that game kind of takes a nosedive when it has to deal more with the movie plot, which sucks. But other than that, happy Tuesday. Also, hi Nissa. I know, RIP Dolly Parton. That news literally broke right as Gamescom opening night live happened. I was like, man, that's just the world we're living, right? It's like that is just how the world goes now, and it sucks, but it's like that's just where we are, unfortunately. And RIP and peace to her. Kind of what's crazy is that she's the age my grandma is, 80. So that's why I was like, man, that really puts things into perspective right now. And obviously I have had great grandmas that have lasted quite a bit. My great grandma from my dad's side lasted until 99 years old. And she passed away literally a week after her birthday. So she was a year close from literally getting to 100, but she couldn't. Then my great grandma from my mom's side, she lasted till 103 years old, and she was so resilient that she got COVID at 102 years old and she still survived. So so yeah, it's like some resistant genes, let's just put it that way. My grandma, who's currently 80, I'm more concerned with her because she is a tumor survivor. She had a tumor in her brain almost 40 years ago. And some surgeries that she had to take kind of like left her in a very fragile state, let's just put it that way. And she doesn't walk as well because she had a very misdiagnosed surgery in her back that people are saying, like, some stupid doctor told her that the reason she was suffering so many migraines was something to do with her like vertebrae, like and like some veins in her vertebrae, and so she went and got a surgery for that, and that completely messed her up. And then it turns out no, she had a freaking tumor in her brain, and the likelihood of her surviving that was like very slim to none. And it's been 40 years since that happened. Obviously, the damage that left her, like in the way she walks and even her stature, like was pretty permanent. But it is a miracle. So hearing Dolly passing away at that age, I'm like, man, I'm hoping my grandma stays with me for as long as humanly possible. And she is currently like, she's as healthy as she can be. So sad stuff. Hi, Toxic. Hello. I got early. I got in early before Speedy did. When I see her live, I'm gonna go lurk and continue that streak. But yeah, how about that ONL? Obviously, I've seen this. You watched it via the GameSpot stream. I was chilling, watching most of that thing. Let me see if I can pull up a list of what was there, but I can't see it because I haven't quite configured my dual streaming setup here for my PC because it's a little complicated. Let me see. It was actually, just out of curiosity, let me see how the computer screen looks. So nope, you just stuck with my face. Hey Nova, hello. I know the Witcher 3, like, delivering the expected expansion that we knew was coming, and on top of that, giving us a free remastered with like a shit ton of quality of life stuff. That is actually pretty insane, all things considered. Like, when you really consider everything, it's like on PlayStation you get the Pro, you get a Pro enhancement. On Xbox you get the Play Anywhere, like Nissa said there, and that's going to be very beneficial, like because that's a great game on PC. Like, that PC version is legendarily good. So really cool for the Xbox people to get it, like a free PC copy now of this remaster. And the thing that I'm most excited about that is what they mentioned about the combat, because I'll make a confession, I've never finished The Witcher. The combat of The Witcher really loses me. And obviously other stuff loses me, the fact that every time that I try to replay it, I always get distracted with a shiny new thing. So Witcher is always left there to the side alongside Cyberpunk. So, but now that Dawn of the Bloodwalker is like around the corner, now this is kind of like around the corner. There's like for people that are fans of that kind of style of Western role-playing game, having both like the next game from the director of The Witcher 3 and now have an enhanced version of that old game, almost like back to back. If what you want to play, if you're in the mood to play that, that's actually like pretty baller. And I would say CDPR slowly has recovered their reputation, because don't forget, they were known as the pro-consumer champions during the Witcher 3 era, like with the 16 pieces of DLC. And I always thought people overreact about the combat. It is not the best, but I mean, legendarily don't have good combat either. And that's the thing, like, I wouldn't call it bad per se, but I just didn't. I just wouldn't think of it as engaging. And I certainly played games with better combat. But anything to improve it, I'll take it. You were molded with the shitty controls. Yeah, I mean, like, so many of us have been molded in that style. So it's like, I mean, I just recently replayed Metal Gear Solid. You know that before Metal Gear 4, Metal Gear was known for the shitty controls. So and is YouTube good? Let me know. What is it, just you? See? Oh shit. Yeah. Great. We're starting now. Hahaha. No. We're back. So how like, let me see. Open studio. Let me see what's going on with. I tell you, I switched to fiber internet, and we're still back in this horse crap. Amazing. We gotta love it. So let me see how is. It says that YouTube is still. I did every time, Nova. Every time I do it, and it is. They're gonna come see my internet soon because there is a. We think there is a routing problem happening with how they set up our fiber. So we hope that eventually kind of like fixes things, because there sometimes I have trouble even accessing some apps. It always tells me that, oh yeah, the connection reset, and then everything is kind of like smooth sailing for a while. So it's just, I've just learned to roll with the punches at this point because why not? So, and for the most part, I would say my internet has been better than better than it used to be. So, for what it's worth, the previous app before switching was going smooth after starting assembling. Yes, but then at the same time, like I figured out that the internet itself was having issues by itself, so it wasn't even just the app. So, but I tell you, $27 a month versus $10 a month. I'm taking the $10. I am absolutely taking the $10, and this is before me like finally getting over myself and setting up normal OBS. I'm just so lazy with OBS because it's so customizable. Yeah. In any case, going back to Witcher 3, you generally think it's overblown. You play Dark Souls 1 in 2020 and no one complains. And that's the thing, like I feel like Dark Souls combat is just so accepted now. And I remember the conversations like, man, this is slow and obtuse. Who wants to play this? That was Demon Souls in 2009 in Dark Souls, and then look where we are. Such a legendary, like, they are considered the cream of the crop in the single player like games right now, especially in the streamer community. Look how well received that Mortal Shell 2 is. Like, that style of game is just older rage these days. So, but I'm very excited to see how they've changed it. Like, it almost will be super beneficial that I never beat The Witcher like until now, because it almost feels like my patience of 11 years is going to be rewarded, ironically. So the big question is how it will fare compared to Blood of the Dawnwalker or Dawn of the Bloodwalker, right? Why the frick do I always have trouble saying that game? I always flip it. Is it Dawn, like what? Dawn of the Blood of the Dawnwalker? Dawn of the Bloodwalker? The Blood of the Dawnwalker. Also, Die on the Hill of the Witcher 3 combat versus monsters is hard. It's difficult if you know how to make a build versus humans. Versus humans, you can't defend it though. It is funny. Do you notice that they said that like that they're changing the behavior of the monsters also? So it's like they've gone in to really update that game. And that is crazy that they've gone like so deep into changing so much of it fundamentally. That I can't help but respect it. Like, legit. Like, I cannot help but like respect the fact that they've gone so hard into basically like reworking a bunch of the games. Like, it's gonna feel like such a new game, considering at its core it's still the 11-year-old game that was already like so highly regarded. It has changed so much since its day one. Like, I played Witcher in day one. I was one of those. That same day, Destiny House of Wolves came out, and I was a big Destiny guy, so House of Wolves was the first really good piece of content for Destiny post-launch, so that consumed me, ironically. So that's why The Witcher kind of was left aside, and then I kept hearing that it was going to keep getting updated and updated and updated, and you know what ended up happening after all. But let me see, like, so Warrior 64 is the one that I love the games that... I love how he puts it. Like, is the easiest... One of the easier ones to kind of just follow through. Like, in order of how things were happening. So, let me see... Man, he's updated a lot today. So... And I really got to sort out the computer, like the let's show the screen kind of thing. Because, let me see something. Display settings. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum. Data. Let me see. Wait, did my camera frame rate suddenly tank? Like, I feel like I'm moving like in slow-mo. You're excited about that versus monsters, you had to use bombs, potions, oils, and depending on the build, a combination of science and light and heavy attacks. You can insane damage than just mashing square won't give you. That's like the most satisfying kind of combat, IMO. So, alright, let me see. Let's see what happens if I put this layout. How about now? Check in. Check in. Because I needed to add that. So, let me see what else I need to add from this thing. There we go. So, We figured it. We figured it all out. So, okay. So obviously the things that were announced. You can hear me? Nice. What's so funny that I was speaking, I had forgotten that I need to add now a audio input capture. Let me see. Oh, actually, let me see if I can pull up the Discord. Let's see if we can all watch it. Bringing over the... Nope, not that. This one. So you said in game share, right? Yeah, let's see. So that's your build? Hmm. The way this is framed, it makes it makes it look like you made a Souls-like. Yeah, that's some sick damage right there. Mhm. So now imagine what we'll be able to do now in the new one. Okay, I need to put desktop audio so we can put the music in the background. 1 second. All right, hopefully now you can hear the music. So, all right, let's see. So let's see how far down this went. Okay, so it started with Worms Galactic Galactic Tactics. I think that was the first thing announced. Oh yeah, Animo was one of the games that you were looking forward to, right, Nissa? This way. Yes, yeah. Animo looks cute. I would say from all the furry style games that was there, this one's definitely the cutest and least offensive. So, there was this Jenny Gods one. That was kind of like an action... I don't know if I would qualify it as a Souls-like, but it certainly looked cool, and this was in a pre-show. Then there was Perceptum, which was like the first-person horror game. That's coming out on spring 2027. Then Acornia Mirror Worlds. This one looked very interesting. Then, obviously Valor Mortis, which we already knew about, got another trailer. That one's coming. That one's still coming out on October 13th. That's gonna be a Game Pass game for me. So, Tankrad looked cool. It was like it's like it seemed very Hell Diver-ish. Then there was this other one, Murals. That one I didn't see exactly what it was. Then there was this, there was Humankind 2. The trailer definitely looked too good at first. I was like, oh, it's Humankind. So, then this other one, Elta Defy All Gods. I didn't want to click that. But again, Warrior 64 really pulling through, like putting all the screenshots of all these games. So, H Twisters. I feel I completely missed that one. The Onimusha Wave the Door, like expanded demo. I forgot to download it again. Like, That was like I completely missed that one. Like, I'm very excited for Mariachi Legends though. Like, I have forgotten that about this Mexican Castlevania basically. Noticeful. This one definitely was like, I howled that it was Hoyoverse because I'm so against Hoyoverse like fundamentally, but this game actually looks really cool, like for real. Rainbow Six Tactics gave my buddy Paul the biggest case of blue balls because he loves old school Rainbow Six, but he's also a big Tactics fan. He's basically twisting my arm into getting Star Wars Hero Company. I don't remember if I told you about it or you told me about it. About which one? No, about Nordus Fall. The campaign, the mariachi one. That's how you told me first, right? So that one's top on my list for sure. We got a new look at the campaign for Gears E-Day. That's a day one. That's gonna be an early access day one for me. Ananta, aka the game that flies too close to the sun to dare people to to dare people to sue them. It's a free-to-play game. It's coming out on January 15th, the same day as Stranger of Heaven. So, and it's coming just to PS5 and Windows. So, I'll check it out just by sheer osmosis. There's nothing coming out that month other than Stranger in Heaven. So, obviously, another look at Silent Hill Townfall. I'm so excited for that game. Remember, I saw this game behind closed doors at SGF. I am proud to announce that the game that I was reviewing is Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy. My review comes out tomorrow. I will be streaming it. That's all I'll say. Check my review tomorrow. Now, yeah, another look of Resonance. Sea of Remnants, the pirate turn-based RPG. I played this one at SGF also. So, another look, even though it's still no release date. So, this one cracked me up to no end. Crimson Desert Enhanced. It's amazing that alongside last year's Echoes of the End, like, we get an enhanced version of a game a few months after its original release. So, just like Witcher, I'm blessed for having not played it at launch. So, I'm excited to check out, like, to see if it was worth, if those updates are worth the hype. So, we already talked about Onimusha, the demo. Tides of Annihilation, I'm so in on that one. Obviously, this character looks like the Souls. Now, here's the thing, Nessa. The Enhanced Edition is fun. Launch era Echoes of the End was not. So, but the Enhanced version that is basically the only version to play right now, I would say it's fine. Yeah, why even play any game at launch at this point? So, like, this character is very Souls-like, but obviously this game is not a Souls-like. This is a DMC-like. They announced Angela St. Valdan, I think is her name, which is the voice of Grace Ashcroft from Resident Evil Requiem, is taking over the role from Jennifer English. So that was always a rumor. So rumor panned out. There's Love Song. This is an Xbox and PC exclusive so far. And Paul called it ASMR the game, which I laughed. Then we got another look at Mega Man Dual Override. It looks a lot like Mega Man 11. And probably the most cursed thing of all. Pragmata is getting a Mega Man and a roll skin. So it's absolutely horrifying. It's distressing. And I appreciate Capcom, like, not caring. They don't give a they don't get an F. This is how I'm gonna go back and platinum this game. Your hottest take ever? You do not like Jennifer English's voice? Bold, I tell you. I would say she's good depending on the role. I'll give you that much. Oh, that's why you already typecast. So she's Nolan North to you at this point, then. Yeah. Then we got a Let me see. So I see, from what I'm seeing, I guess my stream is actually like way behind, like my playback compared to where you are, Nova. So interesting. But yeah, Rayman Legends Retold coming out on October 1st. They keep not mentioning it, but Origins is also coming out that same day as a definitive edition. So I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's just because it's a file save as port. PUBG is coming back with DeadNet. They're adding Gunner bait, as you can see here. Very blatant Gunner bait. So, moving on. Once Human got another. You refreshed? Okay, what are you seeing? Are you watching me seeing Once Human? And let me refresh myself too. I want to see where it is. Percent. Okay, Control Resonant. That is. We got another action-packed trailer. So, I'm so excited for this game. I am so excited. Okay, you're caught up now, Nova. So you're fully caught up. So let me see, just making sure everything is going Gucci. Okay, everything's Gucci. Control Resonant is literally a month away. Reveal code. Bless me, please. I would love nothing more but to reveal that one. Obviously, the Blood of Dawnwalker. It's in the hands of reviewers. And I'm hoping for the best. Especially now that we know that it's going to be 60 frames. Game of Thrones War for Westeros was announcing gameplay. Definitely looks very Battle for Middle-earth. Dust Origins reminded me a lot of The Ascent. Exodus, it's obviously what at some point would have been called Temu Mass Effect. It's just Mass Effect at this point because Mass Effect has no prayer of coming out. so much for that. Yep. Eric, I wasn't gonna say it, Eric is he has a preview coming up soon, tomorrow, for Game of Thrones. So feel free to check it out over at SG. You couldn't care less about the Blood of Dawnwalker. God bless to anyone loving it, though. It is really funny, Nova, considering you love The Witcher 3 so much. So, now, Warlock Dungeons of Dragons, this is my kind of slop. Over the shoulder, like, fart-sniffing, pace, like, action-adventure. It looked cool. I'm gonna keep my eye to see if it delivers. Mass Effect is dead after EA got bought, exactly. So now that EA got bought, like, Temu Mass Effect is Mass Effect now. So, now this game, Threats of Meson, I will remind you to go back and watch the to watch the Unreal Engine 5 reveal, because the Unreal Engine 5 reveal in 2020 looked literally like this game. So it feels like someone finally 6 years later made a game that looked like the Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. And I found that really funny. Like, really, really, really funny. And it kind of goes to show, like, how homogeneous the Unreal Engine 5 look has become now. So, hey, a spider. What's up, spider? There's a spider in my wall. So, moving on. You could have stopped playing BG3 because you needed more D&D, LMAO. Silver Palace, another one of those, like, gacha-looking games. It was funny that it became a Resident Evil game, so it's like, now we got Gunner Evil at this point. So, yeah, just let them be. So, see ya, spider. So, Metro 2039... This game's still fucked because it's coming out in February. I wish it could come out on